Please excuse the lack of wardrobe, the gratuitousness of this, but it's really hot today. I know that I left a bit of a cliffhanger last month about how I was gonna pay my rent, and I feel like I was doing a pretty good job staying consistent with the uploads. But then, something happened that I just couldn't actually. That I had to borrow money in order to actually pay my rent, and I thought that, I'll just get the money back and pay off, my roommate who I borrowed money from in a couple of days, and then I'll just finish the video. And then that just turned into days, turned into weeks, and then to a month, and then something happened where my dog started peeing up blood. I had to take him to the vet. I had no money for the vet, not the consultation, not the meds. So I started freaking out. I couldn't even actually get him to the actual vet. My neighbor, who was also my ex-boss, she was kind enough to take me and Dingo to the vet. And also, and borrow some money for the vet. And thank God, Dingo was fine. But still, there was this, just ended up owing more and more money to people. And that just sent me down this spiral of doubt and just like imposter syndrome, I guess, and fear of there's this romance to, oh, I'm broke, right? Struggling creator, right? But yeah, that's all well and good, but when something actually happens and you actually need money like an emergency, that's not funny anymore. So I'm started looking for again, another 9-to-5 part-time job. And while that was happening, I started just making stuff, tinkering, because I was freaking out. When I freak out, I relax by tinkering. And I just started making stuff, and one of the sort of things I started making with these little name tags that I made for Dingo when I first got him. And then one day, as I gave those name tags to the people, to the kind people that lent me money and took me and Dingo to the vet as a thank you, even though I haven't been able to pay their money back to them. That was a little thank you gesture from my part. And then something cool happened. They started getting a bunch of compliments for the name tags, and showed off those name tags to a bunch of neighbors. Then they wanted some. They recommended me to them, and I started making a whole bunch of them. And I started selling those, and turns out that those little name tags that I just made by tinkering, that paid my rent last month. Which again, I still owe money to my roommate. But basically what I'm making now is a little stand for the little name tags, and I'm gonna take them to different vets and this new pet-friendly cafe, and gonna pitch it to them if they want to do a little business. That's my plan. Again, but that's the reason why I made this series, is to show the realities of being a creative person trying to start something from scratch. Even if it's not pretty to look at, it is reality. And but again, I just want to embrace that the rough edges. You know, without great conflict, there is no great story. So this is mine. Okay, this is the progress report. A month overdue.